So I've been away for a little while, right? Moving house, final wedding preparations, you know, general life things. But I'm back, and I am back with one of the behemoths of this summer's blockbusters, James Gunn's first DC Universe film, and he's picked a good one to be honest with you, Superman. Spoilers ahead, you've been warned.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Okay, so this film was a little bit messy, but it was brilliant, and it stars David Corenswet playing the iconic Superman, and he did a fantastic job, to be honest. And a few people are likening him to Christopher Reeve's iconic performance, but it's up for debate. Anyway, the film starts with Superman getting his butt kicked and crashing in the middle of the Antarctic in a pretty bad way. And he had to be saved by his dog Krypto, who really is the comic relief of this film. He's so naughty, but such a good boy. Krypto takes him back to the ice castle to get fixed up by his robots that put him in a chair and give him a concentrated amount of yellow sunlight to heal him. He then goes straight back to the fight to try and defeat this super powered foe, but loses again. Anyway, after that, in the next scene, he turns into his alter ego Clark Kent and says that he's bagged another interview with Superman, which Lois Lane, played by Rachel Brosnahan, and the rest of the office don't understand how he's getting all these interviews. We then see Lois head back to her apartment, but as she arrives, she hears some banging around in the kitchen, so she picks up the baseball bat that's by her front door, realises it's Clark making breakfast for dinner for him, or Brinner. Love Brinner. And they talk about their relationship and how long they've been dating for, etc., which is different to other DCU entries where there's kind of a love thing between them. But the big thing about this scene is Clark, or Superman, agreeing to be interviewed by Lois, which didn't go well for him at all. Take a look.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
It's
fire,
a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world. More.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
This film has a lot of political undertone to it, which we've seen in our real life media recently, and really hammers home some of the things that's happening in our world right now. But in this film, Superman's caught up in the middle of all this politics after averting a war, and it comes back to bite him later on. Nicholas Hoult plays Lex Luthor incredibly well, like a seriously good villain arc from you, sir. And while Superman's distracted by a raging monster Lex planted a little earlier, he tracks down the icy castle and opens the door somehow, which will be revealed later on, and kills all of Superman's robots, takes all the intel that he can get, and kidnaps Krypto. Come on, Lex, he's a dog. Back to the giant monster fight now though, where we meet the Justice Gang, made up of Hulk Girl, played by Isabella Merced, Mr. Terrific, played by Eddie Gathegi, who has some of the best lines and scenes in the entire film, and the legend that is Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern, with a very interesting haircut. Anyway, the Justice Gang and Superman defeat this monster, and then on the screens behind them, Lex is broadcasting a message from Superman's parents that was previously broken back in his ice castle and has now fixed it and possibly manipulated it, as it says that Superman's been sent to rule over the people of Earth and not just live among them, which has turned the whole world against Superman. Superman then gives himself up to the government, Lex and his forces take him away, and you think that he's going to be put into a normal prison. No, Lex has got his own pocket dimension where he stores people that are either a threat to him or he just doesn't want around anymore, to be honest with you. A whole dimension! Leave it out, Lex. Superman's put in with another person who can change into any material known to man and beyond, and changes his hand into kryptonite, which renders Superman powerless. And Superman realises why this guy's doing this. It's because Lex is holding his baby son in a cell opposite and threatens to kill him if he doesn't keep Superman down. Back on Earth, Lois speaks to the Justice Gang to try and find out where Superman went, and they just didn't want to help, to be completely honest with you, until Mr. Terrific decides that he's going to help. And they end up going to this facility where Lex has the portal, you know, the one for his pocket dimension, and they end up saving Superman, the guy who changed into any material, his son, and Crypto, who's been chasing virtual squirrels for hours. Lex sends this portal into overdrive though to get Superman's attention and starts to tear the fabric of reality apart and destroying cities. A big fight scene between Superman and his, spoiler alert, clone that Lex made of him, hence how he was able to access the Ice Castle because he had Superman's DNA present in the clone. It was quite clever really actually, Lex. Well done. Anyway, Superman beats Lex's goons, and with the tensions heating up between the two countries that are at war, the Justice Gang head over to said country and take down the regime's armed forces and freeze the other country's people. Which really annoys Lex, as he's made a deal with the country who was looking to invade and take over the smaller country, and if it came out that he was providing free arms to them, it would ruin him if he was exposed, which obviously it was. While in this rage state, he tells his staff to carry on tearing the fabric of this reality, destroying the city and almost killing thousands. But just as Lex is about to flee, Superman crashes into his office and stops him, with Mr. Terrific by his side, who hacks into the network and stops the rift in the dimensions and uploads all of the dirty secrets that Lex's ex inadvertently gave to Lois, hence ruining him forever. As I said at the beginning, this film was great, but a bit messy and all over the place. And you can 100% see that it was a James Gunn film and how much he wanted this to feel like a proper comic book accurate movie. And you can see it, because the way that it's shot, it looks like it's in comic book panels. It is brilliant. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think it just needs a little bit more tightening up, but the action, the story, and the fact that they did something a little different, and the comedy as well, is actually really good. It's fantastic. Make sure that you go and see this in cinema. What do you think of the new Superman? And is this going to kick off the DC universe in a positive light? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.